Hello, fellas.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Today is a special day. Today is episode 10 of Blitz and Bricks. You guys have sat here every Tuesday for 10 straight weeks and listened to our terrible takes, horrible news updates, and tailed Turbo's terrible bets and lost, 9 weeks in a row, I guess? I don't know. We hit one of those. Good shit, Turbo. But yeah, today's a very special day. It's episode 10. We're super happy to be here and give y'all 10 weeks of material, and we're super happy that y'all have been here for every single week. So welcome back once again. Anybody have anything that they want to say? Any thank yous or whatever, since we are at special episode 10 before we jump into it and get things kicked off?
Yeah, man, just thank you to the community, the people who tune in every week. Last week was really awesome. Chat was getting really involved, so let's keep it up this week, man. Let's turn a new leaf here.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for y'all. We do this for you. That being said, let's go ahead and get this kicked off with some already broken news. So, as you may know, as of last Saturday, the New York Knicks are your NBA champions. The Knicks closed out the finals this past weekend, beating the Spurs in 5. The last time the Knicks made the finals was in 1999. Jalen Brunson's dad lost to the Spurs in the finals. Very, very heartbreaking. That being said, Jalen...
They lost 4-1 as well.
Roles reversed. Little role reversal there, yeah. Jalen Brunson came into Game 5 Saturday night really feeling the 53 years of heartbreak that the Knicks fans have endured since their last title in 1973. And really, by feeling that, he dropped 45 of the team's 94 points to win on the road in the finals in San Antonio. Incredible. Literally half of the team's points, all by Jalen Brunson. I think this has been an incredible series. I mean, I said that we could possibly get 7 out of this. We got 5. And, I was satisfied with every game. All the way through, I think it was a historically clutch series for the Knicks. The Spurs won the first quarter of all 5 games. I think this is probably the first finals in a decade the Spurs won the first quarter of every game and leading almost every game at half except for only the game that they won. Sorry, a little typo there that threw me off. The only game that the Spurs won, I believe, was the only game that they did not have a halftime lead, which is kind of crazy. They even had a 29-point lead in Game 4 last Wednesday. They still managed to throw that entire second half, leading the Knicks to the largest comeback victory in finals history, which is absolutely incredible. I think Wemby should be on fraud watch because of this. The second half of Game 4 was absolutely terrible on his part. Just a shit show. I mean, we don't even have to talk about De'Aaron Fox. I don't think anybody wants to talk about De'Aaron Fox. I don't think any Spurs fan even want to hear the name De'Aaron Fox uttered right now, especially after each of those last 2 games. The Knicks have come back from a double-digit deficit in every single game, which, I mean, that's incredible. I think this is the first time in what, probably the 30 years of the in-depth play-by-play data that we've seen a game within 5 points in the last 5 minutes every single game of this series. I mean, it was a competitive on both sides really until the end of the game for the Spurs. The Spurs may be the best 36-minute team in NBA history. They played absolutely crazy until the fourth quarter in every single game. They dominated the first half every game. And I mean, how often do you have a first half lead, a double-digit lead in every single game, and then come back and lose? Shout out Solrak for the comment. I think it's incredible. Brunson fought very hard, and he earned that title of Finals MVP. He is a true champion. He really is the king of New York. I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Mike Brown. He finally gets his ring. He's been fired from 4 other teams. He's been often overlooked by everyone everywhere he goes. I think that's huge. I think I think it's very big for Mike Brown. This year he brought the Knicks into the postseason. He sweeps the Cavs in the East and only loses one game to the super team Spurs in the finals. Yeah, I get that they're young, but I mean that's crazy. You bring a team in there that nobody expected to do anything in the finals. They thought everybody was saying, including me, everyone, the West is winning. The West is winning. Not you, Ashton. We get it. Whatever. The West is winning. The West is winning.
No team with De'Aaron Fox from now on will ever be labeled a super team. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement.
That is not ever happening again.
Dude, all I know is that Dylan Harper absolutely got De'Aaron Fox signed, sealed, and traded after that performance. Yeah. I mean, Fox throwing 2 games and Harper playing his heart out. Harp was the Spurs MVP through the whole series. I mean, every single both sides of the court. He's playing his heart out every single game, start to finish. I mean, he's like I said last week, he's playing like he's been there before. Like this is just a regular day out in the street in the neighborhood when he's a kid. But I don't know.
Even in the elimination game, he had 25. I'm pretty sure led all Spurs.
Yeah, he led the team in scoring in Game 5.
Yeah, that's just incredible. He's a 20-year-old rookie, and he's doing things that. I mean, I guess the rest of their team really is. Like, I think the average age of their starting 5 is like 22, 23.
And then there's De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, that he's the one that raises. He's literally the one that raises the.
I mean,
it's like us.
Mentally, if you're talking about
De'Aaron Fox,
I'm the De'Aaron Fox. No, not the De'Aaron Fox of the past. Yeah, dude, just well deserved for the Knicks. All the way through. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart have become the first trio of teammates all time to win both an NCAA title and an NBA championship together. Just a huge congratulations to the Knicks, all Knicks fans. Probably hope you have a place to live by the end of this week, hopefully. I think the aftermath is something I really want to talk about. So that was my trivia question a couple weeks ago. What would be better for the safety of New York citizens, whatever it was, win or lose? I said either way they're fucked. I think I was right. Either way they're fucked.
You said I think you said if they won on the road, it would probably be best. You know,
I may have. I don't know. I remember I wanted to keep that answer short and sweet because we already ran the show super long. But I think my gist of my answer was either way they're fucked. And they won, and they're proving it. So the aftermath. New York is in shambles. The city does not know how to act. 53 years of watching your team not do anything. I mean, that's not do anything. They've been there. They just haven't won. It really does something to a man, I guess. I mean, I could say that as a Cowboys fan. People are rioting and tearing the city to shreds, even more than they were during the series. They're so happy that they're beating the shit out of each other and setting the city on fire. The NYPD confirmed a shooting near 43rd and Broadway around 2 a.m. Saturday after the win. 7 shots were fired, leaving one 17-year-old injured with a shot in the foot. Along with the shooting, 5 school buses were set ablaze, and 10 police officers were injured in these riots. Everyone's favorite mayor, Zohran Mamdani, immediately posted on social media, parade, period, Thursday, period, Manhattan, period, minutes after the team won. Back when the team won their last couple of finals in 1970 and 1973, the city had discontinued parades. So this will be the first time for New York. I can only imagine how bad this will go. I mean, given everything that's happened so far, I feel like this parade is just, the worst is yet to come, really. But that being said, this parade is set for this Thursday at June 18th at 10 a.m. So if you are a New Yorker, a Knicks fan, or, all of the above, there you go. Thursday, 10 a.m., June 18th. It'll be in Manhattan. I know that's a massive area. I don't really know where. All right. Well, that's all I got for the NBA Turbo. I think you said you had some breaking news you wanted to jump in there with.
Yes. Breaking news. What was it? What was my breaking news? My high ass.
Classic.
I'm pretty sure I was talking about how damn, I ain't gonna lie. You put me on the spot. I was not ready. Breaking news. DP Darren Peterson just announced that he does not want to go to the Utah Jazz. Sources say that Utah Jazz is still going to pick the probably best available at the time, which probably will be Darren Peterson. unless somehow they trade for the number 1 overall pick. But De'Aaron Peterson says he does not want to go to Utah. And I think we're just gonna have another repeat of what happened like back in the day when who was it that didn't want to go to number 2? I can't remember off the top of my head, but DP, I don't know. I don't think he's that good to be able to do that. I mean, he's good, but I'm not a big believer. I'm not a big believer. I think he's gonna go somewhere and just be mediocre, honestly. I think he is good, just not NBA good. I obviously think AJ is the best player in this draft, but the Jazz are torn. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to draft a guy that doesn't want to go to the team and play, or are you going to draft someone else?
They did it last year.
They literally did that last year with Ace.
Yeah, they did it last year with Ace
Yeah, I
Bailey.
was just about to say Ace Bailey did the exact
He's
same
a
fucking
good
shit.
player. He was averaging like 20 for the last couple months of the season. Like he's got promise, bro. Like
Yo,
bro, these
Milton with the
players
34
like they
road
get drafted to
stories.
these teams. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say, "No, I'm not gonna play," and guess what? They're gonna play. They have no leverage. Once you
got you,
get picked
Chev.
by the team, bro, you have no leverage.
I'll wait till he
at
talks
all.
next.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Leave potential $50 million a year down the line, on the table? Like, no, you're not gonna do that. Like, yeah, it's best. Like, you want to get put into the best situation, but why would you not want to go to the Jazz, bro? If DP goes to the Jazz, like he's gonna have immediate 20-point per game upside. Like he'll be able to make an All NBA team in his first 3 years, and his extension will be like, I don't know, like damn near $70 million a year. Like, why would you not want to go to the Jazz? Other than the fact that like maybe you don't want to live in Utah. I totally understand that. There's
It's the
not
Mormon
much shit to
capital of the
do.
world. You could soak.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
If
it's
you
a
want to
good-
dictate where you want to go, why even join the draft in the first place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I do think he is better than AJ, but like I do think AJ will go
Same.
number 1. So I don't know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
DP,
everything
like
points
he's
towards
not
AJ.
falling past 2, regardless of all this. Like they're just gonna say, well, fuck it, dude. We're still gonna pick you, and you have no choice.
Facts.
That's what's gonna happen.
I do agree, but I've also
Yo, hold
just
on,
heard from
Turbo. Hold
multiple
on, Turbo.
sources-
Shout out Chev
Oh,
for the
okay,
Dolphins. Shout out Milton for the
Okay.
fucking 70 roast toys. Shout out Chev for the GG. Shout out Chev for the I don't know what that is. Yeah, thanks for the gifts, guys. Thanks for the donos. Go ahead, Turbo.
Sources say that the Jazz are going to be pursuing that number 1 overall pick. Really
Yo, hold on.
hard.
Thanks, Chev, for the other gift. I don't know what that is. I can't really tell.
And I think
Go
they
ahead,
can
Turbo.
do it. I think Ace Bailey's gone. I think that number 2's gone, and probably whatever
Blake
pick
Nolan,
they
thanks for the
have
roast
in
toy.
that draft.
Bro, if you offer Ace Bailey and the number 2 pick and the Wizards don't take it, bro, the Wizards GM needs to be assassinated in the city of New York, bro. That's bad.
All right. Yo, shout out Chev for the 11 boxing gloves, the baseball, and shout out Blake Nolan for the 49 roast toys. All right, moving
thanks,
on. Moving on over to the NFL. Former Niner, Raider, and Dallas Cowboy pass rusher Aldon Smith has passed away 3 days ago at the young age of 36. Smith was delivering pizzas to a local homeless charity on the day that he passed. A few hours later, he was found unresponsive in his vehicle and pronounced dead at the hospital. As of now, cause of death is still undetermined, but the family plans to have his brain checked for possible signs of CTE, per TMZ. Smith's family has also hired a legal team to help them investigate what could have possibly contributed to his early passing. We here at B&B are sending our thoughts and prayers to the family at this time. In lighter news, the Saints and veteran star pass rusher Cam Jordan have agreed to a 1-year deal to keep the 37-year-old with the team for another season. The financial side of the deal is yet to be disclosed to the public, but it is looking like to be another incentive-based deal similar to the one he played on this past season. I think he received $2 million for his 10.5 sacks, which is crazy. 10.5 sacks, double-digit sacks for a 36-year-old. It's nuts, but Cam Jordan's him. The Saints are still buns, anyways.
Shout out to Blake Nolan for the Galaxy. Thank you, bro.
Yo, shout out Blake Nolan for the Galaxy. I didn't even see that. I was waiting for Turbo to talk again, I guess.
Shout out Blake Nolan.
Shout out Blake.
Shout out 5.
Shout out Blake Nolan. Shout out Crickets. If you go to Texas Tech, go to Crickets. It's cool. Shout out Blake Nolan. Shout out Barter. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice was released from jail this morning after serving a 30-day sentence for violating his probation by testing positive for THC. He was serving a probation for the massive accident he caused in Dallas, Texas. What was that, last year from the street racing? The one that it was like a pileup where a bunch of people were injured. A year or two, yeah. I think it might have been 2023.
Did you see the video of him being released with the
not the
reporters
video.
just chasing him down the street? He's like running away from them.
He moves fast, man. He moves fast. He was driving 119 miles an hour when he caused that accident.
Hey, he knows how to beat press, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Got him there. Also going on in the world right now, the FIFA World Cup 2026 is kicked off this past week here in the U.S. The U.S. men's national team came out with a bang in their opener, beating Paraguay 4-1 at SoFi in L.A. This marks the team's largest win margin. This marks the team's largest win margin in a World Cup since the 1930 inaugural tournament. U.S. star Christian Pulisic left at halftime with a sore calf, something to monitor going forward. Australia, also in Group D, shocked the world by beating Turkey 2-0, leaving the U.S. and Australia both with 3 points, while Turkey and Paraguay are fighting for their first. Brazil versus Morocco ended in a 1-1 draw, both being top 10 nations in the tournament. This is a very, very highly anticipated matchup for the opening round games in this expanded 48-team bracket. The U.S. men's national team is set for their next matchup with Australia in Seattle on June 19th. And
that's going to be a great crowd.
Yeah, that'll be something to watch for sure. But yeah, Hunter, I think you got some stuff here you want to talk on?
Yeah, for sure. We finally have a conclusion to the Brendan Sorsby and Texas Tech saga. Brendan Sorsby and Tech have agreed to part ways. Will Hammond most likely is going to be the Texas Tech starting quarterback for next year. This comes after the Tech coaching staff made a 21-minute long video defending his reinstatement that many consider to be tone deaf and avoiding the actual issue. They tried to frame it as necessary for his recovery, when in reality everybody knows they were just trying to be above the law so they could win football games. Sorsby himself will be foregoing the 2026 college football season, and he plans to enter the NFL supplemental draft. For those who don't know how the supplemental draft work, it basically allows teams to bid on players that suddenly become eligible, and whoever places the highest bid will get his draft rights. Essentially, if a team decides that they want to bid a 4th-round pick to get Sorsby, and no other team is willing to bid that high, they forego a 4th-round pick in next year's draft, and Sorsby's on their team. I don't expect a team to be willing to gamble that highly on Sorsby. No pun intended. But it is a cardinal sin by an athlete to bet on games. So I do think a lot of teams are probably going to want to avoid him because it'll bring unwanted press to their roster, especially for a guy who isn't even going to start.
Speaking of Cardinal,
it is possible. Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of Cardinals, they do need a quarterback. I did see something, which this could just be fucking fake news. Everybody loves to throw the Cowboys name in here anytime anybody is in the media. But I did see something. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones hits at a supplemental draft bid for Brendan Sorsby, viewing it as a smart move to prepare for the future while Dak Prescott remains a starter. I think Sorsby would be great insurance. I think going into games with Joe Milton is kind of scary if Dak is to have another season-ending injury here. Sorsby hasn't even proven he's rehabilitated.
That's happened every other year since I don't know what year it was that he broke his ankle, but
2020. Dak's great. Dak is great. He'll have an MVP caliber season. The only problem is if he has an MVP caliber season, it seems like the next year we lose him for either half the season or the whole season. So, chat says Turbo wake up. Yeah, Turbo's probably high right now.
No, I'm just reading the chat, man. I'm just reading the chat.
I agree with
his eyes are closed. He can't read.
You know what, Blake? I'm gonna get back to your comment in a minute. So we're gonna sub out Tailing Turbo today with a little chat session. So we're gonna have you guys basically just fucking pound on Turbo, and we're just gonna talk about it.
We're gonna save y'all money too.
We're gonna have y'all pound Turbo. You're gonna
save y'all.
We're gonna save y'all money, man.
We're gonna save y'all money. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. So
How do you want to talk about the
as
UFC?
far as
or-
Sorsby's
Oh,
concerned,
continue. Yeah.
oh yeah, we could talk about the UFC, but
Let's,
yeah, as far as
finish the
Sorsby,
tour
I
thing.
could see a team maybe willing to spend like a 6th or a 7th round pick on him, but I don't think we're going to see anything higher than that, just because of like the off the field stuff. But it is possible somebody will pick him up, but I do think a lot of teams are probably just going to avoid him. But
I think he probably gets
um,
avoided for a decent amount of time just because this is so recent and so fresh, and it really just kind of got closed. This whole situation has been drawn to an end very quickly.
Yeah.
Actually,
And I
I
think
kind of disagree. I think teams are going to be willing to spend, maybe like I'm not going to say like a first round pick, but I feel
I
like
don't
a
think any
team
higher
could
than a
spend
fourth.
a third round
I
pick
don't think
just
any higher
'cause,
than a fourth. It's a day
like
three.
if you find a potential like future QB for like this cheap, like you got to take that opportunity. Like Sorsby, like he's been getting buzz. Like if he was going to be in next year's draft, a lot of people think he could play his way into the first round with a really good season at Texas Tech. And he was kind of mocked into the late first round for a little bit by a couple analysts this year. So I mean, if teams actually see that kind of potential in him, I think like the Browns, even though the Browns obviously have a lot of QBs on their team, the Jets, like if they could
Cardinals.
potentially get a franchise QB for cheap, with just a 2027 second or third round pick, I think they jump on that opportunity. Whether or not they actually think, like whether or not he turns out or not, I still think they would take that swing.
The Jets.
So would he be playing this season? Would he be able to play this
Yeah.
season?
I feel like
Oh, wow.
I think there are no he has no consequences or anything for his gambling issues. So I don't think anything pertains to the NFL. I think everything is voided for the NCAA. But I mean, with him opting into the supplemental draft, I don't think he's allowed to play. I don't think he's eligible for college anymore.
It's effectively kind of like a similar situation to Jim Harbaugh and like how he's effectively banned from
Yeah.
coaching college football, but the
Yeah.
NFL just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically Sorsby with the NFL. I mean, they're definitely going to like make sure he doesn't bet on games because
Keep a
I mean
close eye
that
on
is
him.
like
Yeah,
insane.
take his fucking
like,
phone away. Whatever team
violation.
picks him up, don't
Yeah,
let
take
him
his
have
phone
any,
away.
Don't let him have any access to the internet.
I mean, like
And
what's
whatever
stopping the
team-
Jets from taking a
That
draft pick
that
out
would be
here
huge.
and then,
Yeah,
like,
you have like 3 or 4 first rounders over the next year or two left over from all these trades you've made. Go fucking dump a day 2 or day 3 pick on this. Potentially
Yeah.
have your franchise guy. Then you have a great fucking offense after you move on from Geno and start building up that defense. And you might have an actual competing team. I think Aaron Glenn. I still think he'll be a good coach in that organization. I think it's hard to be the coach of the New York Jets. I'm an Aaron Glenn supporter. I'm gonna put last year away. I don't think that there was a good enough roster. They traded away the entire defense at the deadline. I'm gonna put last year aside. They built a crazy offense out of this draft, and I think that there's a lot of potential going forward. They just don't have the right guy running the offense right now. Gino moves on.
I liked Aaron Glenn going into the season as a hire, but like, dude, that defense last year was historically like De'Aaron Fox, bro. It was bad. But like, dude, they did not force. I don't think they forced a single turnover all year. I know that they didn't get an interception all year, and you're supposed to be a defensive minded head coach. No, I get it, bro. I get it. Like the personnel is bad. It's Fox, bro. It's Fox. But like I just can't ignore the fact that there was no development at all. If anything, I feel like they got worse over the years. So I don't know. I mean, Glenn, like, yeah, he seems like the players like him, but the players can only like you so much. Like if you're that bad, like you're not gonna be out. I think if I had to guess, like come mid-season this year, he's out of there, and they're just gonna reset and build it around whatever quarterback they take in 27 in a new regime.
Yeah, great. Sorry, I totally was zoned out for a second.
Oh, you're good. Do we instead of football, do we want to talk about the UFC for a sec?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll jump over into instead of tailing turbo today, we're going to be interacting with the chat, and y'all are gonna give us stuff to talk about. Basically, that's gonna fit in today because we did not put together a slip. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this UFC, and then we'll go ahead and get into turbo.
I'll try and keep this as brief as I can. But the UFC White House card was last Sunday, and it was a good one, gimmick aside. I'm only going to talk about the title fights. I could go in depth on the other fights, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to keep it brief. But I will also talk about that weird ass Daniel Cormier tweet. For those who didn't see, DC's Twitter account posted screenshots of Eric Trump allegedly asking if any fighters were injured or if any of the fights were rigged.
That was crazy,
They were quickly
bro.
deleted. Yeah, and DC claimed that his account was hacked or something. Eric Trump also said he never messaged DC. So most likely nothing's going to come out of this. It's just a very weird situation for with everybody involved. I do believe DC's account ended up going on to post like some crypto coins. So most likely he probably actually did get hacked, assuming that's true.
Yeah.
But just
Cover up,
very
dude.
weird all around. It is, yeah, cover up. But everything's alleged. Probably it is just very weird. But it was worth bringing up just because of how funny that was. But in the interim heavyweight fight, Cyril Gahn beat Alex Pereira via TKO. Pereira just looked outclassed in this fight. Gahn was definitely the better fighter. He was more aggressive. He was landing more strikes. Pereira seemed to be fighting cautiously. He was like trying to wait for the right opening from the looks of it. He wasn't really being aggressive. He wasn't going on the attack. And in the second round, Gahn just landed a good right hand to him that knocked him down. And Pereira just couldn't recover because Gahn also probably landed a few illegal blows. I'm not gonna like say that he didn't do that, but either way, like it didn't matter. Gahn still won the fight because Herb Dean was the ref, and Herb Dean is basically his motto is if he dies, he dies, and that's basically what happened to Pereira as he was like getting his ass beat. So yeah, Gahn is now the interim champion, and he should be up for a rematch with Aspinall, assuming that Aspinall is able to fight because his eye injury is still very bad. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he legally can't drive because of how bad the eye injury is. And if Aspinall does choose to vacate the belt, Gahn will become the champion, where he'll most likely fight somebody like Josh Hokett in a title match. As for Pereira, his future at heavyweight is uncertain. Return to light heavyweight seems possible. You can't fault him for trying to be a 3-division champ. Technically, it would have been an interim belt, but it would have been history. I was very sad to see it not happen because Pereira is one of my top 5 favorite fighters in the UFC at the current moment. So I was very bummed out by this result. But I was also very happy to see Justin Gaethje beat Ilya. Yeah, Justin Gaethje beat Ilya via corner stoppage. Ilya suffered some really bad swelling in his eyes to the point that he couldn't see, which is why they called the fight. It really should have stopped after the third round because a doctor looked at the referee and just shook his head, and they still let the fight go on because Ilya tried to like plead his case, and they were like, "All right, you go out there." And the swelling got worse, and they just called it. Gaethje definitely deserves a lot of credit. Many people, myself, I think most people here, did not expect him to win this fight. I made the joke last week that if you bet $100 on Justin Gaethje, you'll lose $100. My bad.
Yeah, that was the
I think
only that was the only
like
leg of my
500.
dude. That was the only leg of my slip for the white card fight or the White House card
Yeah.
that I fucking
It seemed
lost,
like the
bro.
biggest lock of the night, and it ended
Yeah.
up not happening.
That was the only thing that I lost on, bro. It went from my $11 bet went from like $100 with Ilya's the winner, and if I would have picked Gaethje, it would have been like 1,100, bro. Like I fucking
Yeah, man,
I was like,
that
I'm gonna
sucks.
take. I was like, $100. All right, I'll take this. This is probably Gaethje's not gonna win this. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
fucking
even if the fight did end up going the distance and they fought a fifth round, I do think Gaethje would have won either way because most likely Gaethje was up 3-1 going into the fifth, and even if it was 2-2, which I doubt it, I think it was 3-1 Gaethje, but even if it was 2-2, Ilya just had so much damage that I don't think he would have won the fifth round either way. But I think what makes Gaethje's performance even more impressive is that Ilya wasn't even fighting badly. He was still putting in good effort, especially in the early rounds. The second round was very dominant. But I do think that is what led to his downfall in this fight because he landed some good body shots on Gaethje and managed to knock him down to the ground. The only problem is that he decided to go for a submission attempt rather than trying to ground and pound and like try and knock him out and get the finish. And he wasn't able to get the submission attempt in. And I think what happened is that it just completely gassed him out. So going into the third round, Tapira was tired. He was gassed. Gaethje was able to land a punch that just rocked Tapira, and it basically was just all over from there because after that point in time, from the third round onward, it was all Gaethje's fight. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ilya. I mean, this is a step back, but I do think that he is still one of the best fighters in the UFC. I mean, I'm sure I could see him bouncing back from this, but also I do think the fight now at lightweight would be Gaethje versus Arman Saryukin. Um, the UFC doesn't like Arman because he like backed out of a title fight last minute, so there is a chance we could see a rematch between Arman and Charles Oliveira, and they go on to fight Gaethje. I also do think Ilya suffered like an orbital fracture during the fight, so that could probably sideline him for a bit. But
I do
yeah,
want
you
to.
know, all around, I do think that the White House card was really fun. Every fight ended in a finish. I think it was definitely worth watching, and I'm really happy with how the fights turned out.
One thing I wanted to touch on about the Gaethje fight. So apparently the biggest next step for him is whether he will retire or not.
That is a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot older. But I really want to commend Ilya for his sportsmanship after the fight and his what he had to say. He gave congratulations to Gaethje. He said, "Justin, congratulations. You said you'd leave your mark on my face, and you did. You took the sight from my right eye in the first round, and by the end of the second, from my left too. No excuses. I had one of the best camps of my life. I came in sharp, prepared, and ready. Last night was your night. That's the nature of the game. Glory and pain walk side by side. I'll heal, I'll rest, and I'll return stronger, wiser, and far more dangerous. And trust me, the story between us is far from over. We will have our rematch." I think that could. I think that
They're gonna
could
have to
be.
fight twice. They're gonna have to fight twice so Ilya can win both times, and then he has bragging rights again. That's my take.
So you're
I don't
saying they
know.
have to fight a trilogy?
Yeah, have to.
I don't think we're gonna get a trilogy out of this. Maybe a rematch, but it all comes down to like if Gaethje wants to
Yeah,
retire,
I
which I
think.
think that's more of something that the fans are talking about rather than Gaethje himself.
Nah,
But
bro.
Gaethje
I think
already
up
said he
next
didn't
we're
want to
going to
rematch.
see Arman Saryukin fighting for the belt.
If Gaethje doesn't retire, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, bro. I'll start training for this shit. Like I can't have it.
Ooh.
He embarrassed my
Whoa.
goat, bro. He embarrassed my goat. I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Dude, Gaethje's gonna rolling thunder your ass so hard, bro. Don't
Dude.
try that shit.
Look, bro. I can't let Ilya go out like that. That shit was heartbreaking.
Yeah, Blake Nolan, you're right. I can't believe I bet against.
I'll play
I
you a
bet against
song in the world's
America at
smallest
the White
violin.
House.
Blake and Milton are beefing in the chat right now.
Yeah, they really are.
Milton
They're
said he
chirping
would
each
show
other.
Oh,
Blake
shit.
a broken eye socket.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I'll show you a broken eye socket. Yeah, yeah. That's the
Guys, let's
one. That's
redirect
the
all this
number one
energy
and
towards
number two.
Turbo.
Yeah. Right,
I
guys.
mean,
Yeah,
what's the
redirect this.
opening?
Turbo's the real bad guy
money
here.
odds what's the opening betting odds for Milton versus
For Serta versus Serta v Nolan.
Nolan's definitely plus like 300.
Whoa! You hear
He's
that,
not gonna
Blake?
have that.
You hear that, Blake? You hear that?
He's not gonna like that whatsoever.
Ooh!
Like,
Are we
that's
gonna
just
get?
probably like minus 450.
So we're gonna get back to back fights for Blake. Actually, it's gonna be Serta versus Nolan, and then right after it's gonna be Nolan versus Turby Artes, and it's gonna be
Damn, we'll go.
it's gonna be a wild one. Yeah. Well, I guess that's is that all we have for already broken news? Or my bad, Reese?
Yeah, that's all the broken news we have.
All right.
We already broke it.
Yeah, that's enough for already broken news. We're gonna, like I said, we're not gonna exactly do Tailing Turbo today. We didn't have enough time to really get a good slip together. Basketball's over, and we're not,
Has he ever made a good slip?
We had
He made one.
We had one. We had
Just
one
one.
really good one.
He had one.
But that being said,
this was like-
today Blake is like plus 950. Come on, bro. Wow. Dude, the chat is great right now. So I guess that's going to push us right into this next segment. So we're going to, instead of doing Tailing Turbo today, you guys are going to... Turbo, do you want to explain this idea a little bit more?
Yeah, basically, y'all guys are just gonna give us debate topics to talk about, anything y'all like, sports related, or anything just in general. But it's just y'all's time to take it, and we just debate about it. Hear what y'all say in the comments as well.
Yeah, y'all just start throwing some stuff out there, and then we'll talk about it. You can, say whatever you want about Turbo. We'll amplify what you said to the people that are on different streams that can't see your chats. Who do we have winning the World Cup? You know what? I'm feeling real patriotic. Let's get the U.S. men's national team in there. Not gonna happen, but
All
It would be
right,
For the
crazy.
next 4
It would be
years, it's going to
crazy.
be called soccer after what the U.S. is going to do in this tournament.
Would be a crazy year for the U.S.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
changing.
why would I bet
We're
against
changing.
anyone else? Come on now.
Hey, if Justin Gaethje can beat Ilia Tapira, the U.S. can win the World Cup.
Blake Nolan says sometimes I wish I could talk in this. Yeah, maybe we need to have you as like a special guest sometime.
No,
We'll do a live show. We'll do a live show at Crickets. We'll do a live show at Crickets, and then like Blake can just like have like a seat right in the middle between all of us.
Oh, dude, that's a pretty good
Oh,
idea. Bring Coach McGuire
That'll be
too.
that'll be
And
like
Sword-
it'll be like our
Yeah.
version. It'll be like the Blitz and Bricks version of College Game Day. So like we'll just go down to Lubbock every Saturday and like
or
be
what's
at-
that thing that
we'll
they
be at
used to do at
Crickets.
Jimmy's with?
They still do it every
Oh, with
Monday.
the-
Every
Yeah.
Monday after
There's
they bring in
radio show,
Kenny.
right?
They bring in GJ Kinney for no, it's a post game show. So I'll talk about how the last week went. He comes in every Monday at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and they set up the desk, and then he talks about the last week's game and their preparation for the next game, and like whatever they did wrong and whatnot, what they need to work on. Yeah, a coach's show would be dope if y'all got that going over there at Crickets. And then also the Blitz and Bricks College Game Day. That we talked about that one time that we were both fucking hammered. That was like actually something I was like hammered. I was like, dude, we totally have to do this. It's such a great idea. But yeah, no. Milton says, who do we have winning the World Cup? What are y'all's takes on that?
I think France
I'm
is
hedging
probably
right
like-
now. So
I think
I was going to
it's
say
gonna be
France
France.
too.
France just looks like the most ready right now.
Yeah,
I
Spain
mean, yeah,
came
France
out.
is
Wow.
objectively the safest pick in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, they won it in 2018. They made the final in 2022, and that was probably the best soccer game I've ever seen. France versus Argentina, and they won 3-1 today. Mbappe, Senegal scored a goal in extra time, and then Mbappe immediately scored a goal right back against them to win 3-1. So I think France is probably they have the experience. They have Mbappe, who's one of the best players in the world.
Mhm.
I think I could see France winning this.
Stu wants Turbo to explain why France looks the most ready. He said you didn't even watch the game.
Yeah, I'd like to know too, Turbo.
He's got a game
I
on
actually-
back here.
I actually did because like he said, I have France money line, so pretty much
Facts, Chef.
got me to watch
Facts.
the game. But
USA,
they just
USA.
looked. They started out pretty flat, but then that second half started, and they just looked like a whole different team. Like they just turned the switch on. Like they just basically weren't trying in the first half against Senegal, and made Senegal look somewhat good. And then in that second half, they low key made them look like deuce. And then Mbappe had like a golazo.
Damn, Turbo, you're showing Milton the fuck up right now. He really didn't think you watched that shit. He really didn't think you were watching.
Right now.
He's got it
I'm
on the
sweating
TV.
right
He's
now.
got it on the
I need-
TV.
I
Gotta
need
mute.
Norway minus 1.5. So
Chef
that's
said,
the
"Gotta
sweat
mute
right
this
now.
sleepy guy." Yeah, bro is
Fuck that guy.
sleeping guy.
Man. Any more questions from the chat?
Yeah, guys, let's interact here. Come on now.
Let's interact here.
Blake, give a topic is what Stu says. Ask Turbo how to make a greasy burger. All right, Turbo, give us the rundown on making a greasy burger.
I mean, I don't really know. I guess just go to Whataburger, bro.
No, we
Unless,
gotta make it though.
Nah, man, you got to make it. That's not the question.
I don't know. How to just I guess just put some fucking oil and shit on the shit. I don't know. Man.
Turbo's regretting having this idea.
Yeah, literally. It's like, what
He
is
was
this,
expecting
bro?
something sports related, and now he's
Yeah.
like, "What the hell? I don't know how to cook."
Yeah,
Well, I mean, to be fair, Turbo did clarify. He said anything sports, anything related to anything at all. So like, it could be like
Yeah, I mean,
we
it
could
could be
expand
anything.
this. He made the rules, so like we could expand this to anything we want, man. So
Blake Nelson, nah, Turbo don't know half this shit. Nigga, you're half the size.
Oh.
Anyways, Yep.
I think
All right. I don't think I learned how to make a greasy burger out of any of that. All right.
I don't know how to make a
Any more
greasy
questions
burger,
from the chat?
Let's try and build a new vibe here, you know?
Inward on
Yeah,
stream
let's-
again. Did I miss it? I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Turbo.
Oh, I missed it.
Moving on.
Wow.
Moving on.
Blake Nolan says, Turbo,
On
how do I
other-
chud?
On other notes, Norway just scored and they're covered currently right now, -1.5.
Ask Turbo if he knows any MOH recipients from the UFC fights.
Any what?
MOH recipients.
Medal of Honor.
I do not know any Medal of Honors that were on the UFC. Unless, did Chev get one?
Hey, Milton would like to talk about the Caracas goalie, bro. Like, let's
We
point to that.
could talk
Was that,
about that was the goalie that made the
Yeah.
27 straight
The
stops.
Spain
or whatever.
goalie? Or not the Spain goalie, the one that played Spain.
Cape Verde.
Yeah,
I
the
think
Cape
is
Verde. The Cape
That's what
Verde
it is.
goalie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible. We were talking about that earlier in the pre-show meeting. What he went from like his mom couldn't even afford to go to the game or whatever, and now he has like 8 million followers on social media. Isn't that what you were saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, you sold.
What?
He's also
Does that bring
40
up the-
years old.
40?
Does that
Oh
also-
my god.
Yeah.
That is a real
Does
that
that
is a real lover of the game right there. That
He's
is
40 years old.
That's like Dirk. That's like Dirk when he was still playing basketball. He was like, man, he's like I might be too old to do this, but like the talent's
That's
still
like
there.
LeBron now.
Yeah, literally LeBron now. I'm too old to really be doing this, but the talent's still there, so I can keep doing it if I want
Yeah.
to.
Do we want to keep
Chev,
pressing-
the
Uh,
odds, the last time I looked at it, were minus odds. He was over 50. I think it was 58% that he was coming back to the league.
Chev, I really think he
So,
does.
if
I
you're-
think he does it. I don't think that the most dominant defensive lineman in league history would not want to come out and play with the other most dominant defensive lineman in history. Like I just think that they're gonna they're forcing this on us. Another Rams Super Bowl this year. We're gonna have to just see a defense that can't be stopped, a quarterback that can't survive against them every single week. We're basically gonna see 17 dead QBs next year.
I do think he's gonna stay retired because, like, bro, he's also a human though. Like, he's got a family, like his wife.
Have you
like,
seen
they're
him though?
retired.
He's stayed in his NFL training regimen since he's retired. It's like he was
Yeah, but
knowing.
they have to play
Yeah,
It's
but,
like
front
he
and back
knew.
twice a
He
year.
was probably, bro. He was like
That's-
he's like 5'11", like he's
That's even-
300 pounds with abs. Like he's
Play-
that's probably something he likes to do. You know, like the Rams don't even like. He'd be an upgrade for sure, but he's not a necessity. Like Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner, like they're really good players in the interior. And you add him.
I
like,
totally think
how do
adding
you have
Aaron
the money?
Donald.
How do you have the money? I don't even think you would have the money to pull it off.
I think he could come back and play on a veteran minimum contract. That's like what, no more than $5 million.
Bro, if I'm 36 and I'm coming back to the NFL after being like 3 years out, I'm not playing on a veterans minimum, bro. I need.
I don't know,
Like-
to get another one and done ring. I would totally come and just like, especially because football's his favorite thing in the world, bro. It's Aaron Donald. All he does is pick up heavy circles and fucking hit people.
Bro, Sam Darnold's got that shit on lock.
Nah, dude, I think they took too many hits. I think they took too many hits in free agency. I think they lost way too many players.
Yeah, probably. I'm not even
I
gonna lie.
I don't
I
think
mean, the
they're-
Rams.
I don't
do
think
feel
they're
like
gonna
the
repeat, but
easiest-
I-
like they definitely are like the biggest Super Bowl favorite heading into the season. I feel like I've ever seen. But you know, I don't know, bro. Sometimes like it feels too perfect that something just is bound to go wrong. And
Yeah, I don't know. I really
like,
love.
Stafford, like realistically, they're a Stafford injury away from being ass, and
I-
Stafford's very injury prone.
No, they have Ty
I mean,
Simpson.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, they have. I was about
they
to
can
say
run
they have
in.
Ty
They can
Simpson.
run into the season with a 13th overall
First round pick, Ty Simpson.
13th overall, Ty Simpson.
Dev said that's Hunter's favorite team. Honestly, we need to know as viewers more about this guy.
Guys, the odds
well,
on
I
Poly
mean-
Market. Guess who's leading on Poly Market for Football Champion 2027?
The Rams.
Nope,
The
it
Dallas
is the Las
Cowboys.
Vegas Raiders.
Oh wow, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
What?
dude.
With
Poly
Kirk
Market knows
Cousins?
ball.
Mendoza's not supposed to start. They
Las
said that
Vegas.
Kubiak said he's not even going to start Mendoza.
That's just people throwing money away.
Yeah, dude. Kubiak said he's not even going to start Mendoza at all this first year unless he has to.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins will be
Yeah,
leading
bro, they
that
got
team.
Kirk Cousins though. He's top 20 all time in passing yards. Like
Dude.
he's a
Odds are
really,
probably insane right now for that.
he's a legendary quarterback in his own right.
I wish
Right,
I could.
Turbo.
I wish I could do
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins' creepy little smile that he always
Turbo,
says.
what did you
though.
say the question for me was?
Oh, Chev said, "What's Hunter's favorite team?" Honestly, we need to know as viewers more about this guy.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of all the Dallas teams in all sports. So I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm a Rangers fan, I'm a Mavericks fan. Being a Cowboys fan has brought me nothing but pain. I don't like it, but I'm in too deep at this point. I can't back out now.
Yeah, facts.
And being a Mavericks fan was fun back in 2024. It's not fun anymore, but we do have Cooper Flag. So I mean, at least we
There's
have
promise.
that.
There's promise.
I saw the Rangers win a World Series. That's all that matters. You know, I don't watch baseball too much. I just saw
Yeah.
them win at least one
That
time.
team sucks, bro.
Um,
That team stinks.
Yeah, baseball's boring, but it was really cool to get fucking hammered and watch the Rangers win the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as and also for college sports, I went to Texas State, so they're my favorite by default because I have to root for them.
It doesn't
But I
really
mean,
matter.
growing up, I was also a Longhorn fan and a Nebraska fan, and Nebraska fucking sucks now. They're so bad, and Texas is finally good again. But obviously, like whenever Texas State and Texas play in the fall this year, I'm going to be going for Texas State. The upset's happening. No, it's not. But I mean, a man can hope. Damn it.
That would actually be really cool if we did that.
I would
We got
storm the
Baylor.
field. I don't care. Like they can arrest me all I want. I mean, that's the biggest win in program history right there.
Baylor didn't have a crazy roster a couple years ago, but we got them. We knocked them off. They paid us what $250,000 to start the season off with a big win every year by beating the shit out of us, and we just shocked the world and fucking slammed
Texas
them.
they objectively have a really crazy roster though. But like it would be really nice. Like obviously like, you know, we can all dream, but like realistically like Texas State's going to be like a 40-point underdog and you know, they might not even cover that.
I thought
Hey, USC once lost as a 40-point underdog.
Did that fall apart? The whole Texas Tech trying to buy out both teams' week 1 opponents so they could play Texas week 1.
Yeah.
That already
Dude,
fell.
Oh, I mean that was never
They're
going to
scared,
happen.
bro.
I would have
Tech
loved
is-
that though. I would have.
Tech
loved
is
that.
actually scared. Like, look at their schedule, bro. Look at their schedule and tell me, like, they got the schedule of a champion.
Bro, they got Will
2.5
Hammond
million
starting next year.
Baylor paid us $2.5 million. I thought it was $250,000.
How does
$2.5
Baylor even have
million
all that money?
because it's a private school. It's like fucking $50,000,
Right.
$60,000 a
They
year
all
tuition.
got money that go there.
Yeah. Chev also wants to know, Hunter, what your favorite military branch is for the veterans.
Air Force. That's where my grandfather's.
Yo, shout out Dustin.
Yo, shout out Dusty.
Dad.
Yeah, both of my grandfathers were Air Force actually.
Yeah.
So
Shout
was
out
my
Marine Corps.
dad.
Shout out the Marines. Shout out Chev. Shout out
Shout out all
Shout out-
military.
military branch.
Shout out Chef's
Yeah,
fiance. Shout out
that's
being engaged. Let's go, Chev. Is that all
Let's
we
go,
have
Chev.
here from this little chat
Chuck
interaction?
does say
Stadium
Cam Coleman
polls?
Heisman. You know, I'm not gonna bet on Cam Coleman to win the Heisman, obviously, but you know, I think like the bold take would be that he could challenge Jeremiah Smith for the top receiver in college football, which I don't think is, you know, crazier things have been done. I'll just say that. But yeah, I do like Cam Coleman to have. It's like the most obvious upcoming breakout season ever, especially with him and Arch Manning. Like it's gonna be fireworks in Austin this fall.
Until Texas State goes in and beats them. I'm
Yeah,
still riding the hype
after
train.
that,
Damn
it's
it.
gonna be fireworks.
After that, it falls apart. But you know, I mean, hey, calling the upset right now. Texas State will only lose by like 30.
So
That's the
they'll cover.
upset.
They'll cover.
Yeah, they'll cover. They'll cover. All right, do we want to get into some trivia?
Yeah, why don't we start up with some trivia, get into some debate afterwards? This is a great episode 10 so far. Hold on, we got some other chats over here. I didn't even see these coming from YouTube and
Oh,
Twitch.
okay.
Lucas Milam says, yeah, he said he was the one that said the 2.5 million for the Baylor game. He also says that he was wrong. It was 400,000. He was thinking of a different game. He also says, how come Coast Guard doesn't have a school with sports programs? I agree, man. I agree. We need to show some love to the Coast Guard. All right. Well, that being said, fuck the Coast Guard. Let's get into some trivia.
Damn. All right. Yeah, let's get into trivia.
Wow.
All right, Ashton, I'm going to go ahead and give you the first question. In the NFL, who is the last number 1 overall pick to never play for the team that drafted him, not including this year's draft because games haven't started yet?
Box Muncher 6967 says this shit is so bro. You are
So thinking back to the early 2000s, because I know it's one of those guys. I'm gonna say Philip Rivers.
It's not Philip Rivers, but this guy was traded for Philip Rivers.
Oh, it's Eli. Yeah, it's Eli then.
Yeah, it's Eli. He was
Where's your
drafted by the
shirt, Turbo?
Chargers back in 2004.
Fuck, where's
Yeah,
that
Turbo.
shirt? That's my goat.
While he finds the shirt, I'll go ahead and go in on this. But yeah, Eli was drafted by the Chargers in 2004. He was traded for Philip Rivers, who was drafted by the Giants with the 4th pick. Eli made it clear before the draft he wouldn't play for the Chargers. He wasn't a fan of their management, and he also didn't think they were like as focused on winning. And ultimately, it worked out for Eli Manning by going to the Giants. He won 2 Super Bowls there.
He's no
true,
Brett.
like a true Justin Herbert hypothetical here. If Eli Manning stayed with the Chargers, the NFL landscape would look completely different. But I mean, didn't happen. We'll never know what happened. But
Yeah, the Giants
I
will
mean,
probably
well-
have more rings. Let's be real here. But
I mean, debatable. We'll see. Who knows what would have happened? But similar question for you, Cam. In the NBA, who was the last number 1 overall pick to never play for the team that drafted him?
Sheesh. All right. It's a good question. I don't really know. Let me think. I don't think this was anytime recent. Definitely not in the 2020s for sure.
Happened over a decade ago.
Okay. Over a decade. Fuck. I gotta start thinking back to the first overall picks.
Back to middle school for you.
Yeah. All right.
Back
Over a decade ago, I was in high school.
over a decade ago. I will say
Yeah,
this
I
guy
think
is
I
a
was
good.
middle
This
school.
guy is a good. He's a good player, but he's not a superstar.
Okay. Was it over a decade inside of 2 decades? Or is this like we're looking back to 2000s, even 90s? No,
It was in the 2010s.
No. But I'm thinking for you too, Cam.
yeah, dude, this one's really fucking stretching
know
my
the
brain right
answer.
now.
I'm thinking of a bust, honestly. That's what I'm thinking of.
No, I wouldn't call him a bust. It's just that he's not a superstar, number 1 overall pick. He's a good player, but there were better players in this draft. Jake, I think you said you wanted to steal it.
Let me go ahead and pass this one to Jake because I don't have it.
I think it's gonna be Andrew Wiggins. I think he was drafted by the Cavs, right?
I actually
It is Andrew Wiggins.
Damn, bro, I did just see a graphic for this literally earlier. Fucking the Timberwolves having 2 first overall picks of the team and it not working out. Fuck. Wiggins and Cat.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
Bennett too. That's
Both
what
of
I
them are
first
gone.
went to.
Both of them are gone and both of them got championships with other teams. Ugh.
Yep. Yeah, he was drafted by the Cavs back in 2014.
I did know this.
And before the season started, he was traded to the Timberwolves in exchange for Kevin Love. Thaddeus Young and Anthony Bennett were also involved in the trade. They were sent to Minnesota. And later on in this draft, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Thanasis Antetokounmpo were all selected. So he was in pretty good company here. But yeah, I mean, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, 2 MVPs, and then Thanasis, Giannis's brother. I mean, this is just legendary company to be in right here.
Absolutely.
Andrew Wiggins
Absolutely.
was a crazy frame.
Let's go back to the
tough in
frame.
college.
Yeah,
Look at those
he was
shoulders.
tough in college.
That is crazy, man.
Jake, we got a college football question coming up for you. Since 2000, 3 Power 4 schools are tied with 21 losing seasons. Can you name those programs?
Okay, despite a recent national championship, would Indiana be on this list?
Yeah, Indiana's on the list.
Okay. Now I got to think of other teams who are just really, really bad. Is this like this is just Power 4 teams that are currently Power 4?
They're currently Power 4. Each are pretty much or for at least like the 2000s, they were generationally ass. But Indiana's completely turned a new leaf.
I mean, this team has beat Texas a couple times, sadly, but Kansas, are they on here?
Yeah, Kansas is on here.
Oh God. Then this last team. I mean, there are definitely a lot of programs that stick out to be like really bad, but I don't know. Is this like a ACC team, SEC team?
It's an SEC school, and I feel like telling you that gives it away.
Oh, it's gotta be Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah, it's Vanderbilt. Yeah, Indiana, Kansas, and Vandy all have 21 losing seasons since 2000, but it hasn't been all bad for these programs. For example, Indiana won the 2025 national championship, first team to go 16-0 since the 1894 Yale Bulldogs. And then back in 2007, Kansas was ranked as high as number 2, and they ended up winning the Orange Bowl that same season. And for Vanderbilt, they beat Alabama one time. I mean, to each their own. I mean, that's their highlight, But I mean, definitely doesn't reach quite the heights of Indiana and Kansas somehow. But yeah, I mean, beating Alabama, not too bad.
Yeah, but Vanderbilt got to produce Eli Stowers, though. Not everyone could claim that.
That is absolutely true as well. Turbo, I got you for this next one. Honey Bun Harden was recently arrested last Saturday. How long was Harden's 30-point game streak that he had back in 2018-2019?
Damn, that's when he was like averaging like 30 on everybody. That's his MVP season, right? Or no?
Yeah.
It's definitely in the 20s. I'm just gonna go like for my GOAT, 23, LeBron James.
23? Nah, it's not 23. Do you want to take another guess?
Yeah, it's higher or lower?
Higher.
Chef
29.
Chef says, "Holy, fix your Wi-Fi, family." Every time I try to switch to Turbo's camera, it just lags so hard.
It's 32. All you had to do, Turbo, was switch the numbers around. But yeah, Honey Bun Harden, he scored at least 30 points in 32 straight games. He lost the streak because he scored 28 points while shooting 0 for 10 from the three-point line. And he was only 33 games behind Wilt for the longest streak in NBA history. So he was almost there. But he put in a valiant effort.
I love,
Like a picture of a honey bun.
I love that.
This is probably
the pictures, bro. Those are awesome.
This is probably one of the more insane questions we've come up with. Ashton, this one's for you. At the UFC White House card, Josh Hokett called Michelle Obama a man. This is the second time he's done something like this. Which WNBA athlete did Hokett call a man?
I feel like this has got to be easy.
Wow.
Yeah, just like
WNBA. I think there's only like 2 or 3 that I know. I mean, I'll probably have to go with probably Brittany Griner.
It was Brittany Griner. Yeah, he made these comments after defeating Denzel Freeman via TKO. That was the same card where Gaethje won the interim belt against Patty Pimblett. He's doing this as a character. Everybody knows it. Everybody calls him out for it. He's just trying to get a reaction. And
he has a point
from the Blitz and Bricks team. I want to say we do not agree with Hokett's remarks. We were just putting this on here for trivia.
He has 8 points, but we do not agree with it. He has 8 points.
We do not agree with it. We were all just here for the sake of trivia. We do not agree with his remarks. Let's get on to the next question.
Please, Barack Obama, do not shut us down.
Yeah. All right, Cam, this one's for you. Back in November of 2020, Baker Mayfield broke the record for most wins by a quarterback at Cleveland Stadium. Who held this record prior to him?
I think it's very safe to say that it's not one of the 40 other quarterbacks to start a game since 1999 for the Browns. I think this is
You would be correct.
I think this is a division rival here. I want to go with Big Ben Roethlisberger.
It is Big Ben. His overall away record was 12-2-1.
That's just
his career record against the Browns as a whole was 26-3-1. Yeah, I want to say Baker has 19. So I mean,
Joe Flacco is actually my
my
second guess here. That was going to be who I pivoted to next.
Yeah,
He's played for every.
He's
team
currently
in the
tied
division.
with them, but
he's
yeah,
played
Joe
for
won
every team in the
9 games
division.
on the road.
He's played for every team in that division,
Browns,
including that team.
Stadium, like the Dog Pound or something. Like, how do you even have a nickname for your home stadium when this stat exists.
Because those dogs are getting pounded at home.
I guess that's the
Absolutely.
logic. That's the logic they need to
I
use.
guess so.
Might as well be Michael Vick.
Yeah, dude, this this just we're gonna roll over that one.
Do
This
the Bucks
just-
play the Browns this year? Can Baker Mayfield actually add on to his record?
Nah, the Bucks. Well, I don't know if the Bucks play the Browns. Actually, I just know that they play
should
the
go
Let's
Let's
see. Let
anything
me
to say about
let me see.
Like,
I'm gonna check this right now. They
Okay.
do, but
Is it
But
Cleveland?
it's
It's in Tampa.
it's in Tampa. It is in Tampa.
That's
But-
unfortunate.
how many
I really
And
how many wins
actually-
did you say Baker had?
he had about 19.
Oh, 19? Yeah, he
Yeah.
still sucks.
That's 2 10-game seasons, 10-win seasons. Or I guess not because you don't play every game.
Yeah. Let's go and get on to the next question. Jake, I just wanted an excuse to talk about this season. How many times did a team ranked number 2 lose during the 2007 college football season?
I don't know, bro. I was like 4 years old, so 5 years old. So I guess just for that reason, I'm gonna go with 5.
You're too low.
Too low. Oh God.
Yeah, you're too low. I'm not kidding.
Terrible season to be ranked number 2. I mean, does this include like bowl season or
No, this was all regular season.
is 9? What about 9? Is 9 not? There's no way.
Now you're too high. Now you're too
Okay,
high.
okay.
Think of somewhere in the
I'll
middle.
go right. I'll go right in the middle. We'll go with 7.
It is 7. Yeah.
Jeez.
7 times in 2007, the team ranked number 2 lost. USC lost to Stanford. California lost to Oregon State. South Florida, somehow, by the grace of God, was ranked number 2. They lost to Rutgers. Boston College, led by Matt Ryan, lost to Florida State.
How are any
Oregon
of these
lost to
teams ranked
Arizona.
Number 2. This is crazy.
Dude, this
Boston
season was
College,
crazy.
South
LSU
Florida.
won the national
Wow.
championship, and they had 2 losses. And this was
Go
in the
Tigers.
BCS era. Go Tigers. Yeah, Kansas was ranked number 2. They lost to
They
Missouri.
beat Ohio State,
and then-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, LSU beat Ohio State, and Illinois also beat Ohio State this year. This was the year Appalachian State beat Michigan, the year Boise State won the Fiesta Bowl. So much crazy shit happened this
What a
year. And then
strange-
also West Virginia lost to Pitt.
It's like some
And,
NCAA 25 sim logic, bro. That's what that is.
It absolutely is. But yeah, no, this is one of my favorite seasons to talk about because it was just so damn stupid, but it was so entertaining because I watched a whole documentary about it and I could not believe it. But yeah, I just wanted an excuse to talk about this season. But let's go and get into the last question, Turbo. With the Knicks finals win, there have been 8 different NBA champions in a row. Can you name all the champions?
Jeez, I should be able to. I'm gonna start from recent to not recent. Obviously the Knicks, and the year
That's
before
one.
that it's the Thunder.
That's 2.
The year before that was the Celtics.
3.
Year before that was Jokic and them.
You got it?
Wait, that's 2025. 2022, it was it the War? No, it was the Bucks. The Bucks.
The Bucks are on here, but it's not 2022. They were 2021.
Warriors.
Warriors are on here. So yeah, you've got 6. You just need
2 more.
2019, 2020.
This is easy. This is so easy.
2020, so Lakers, and then before that was Kawhi Leonard. Probably one of the best runs. Also, top 3, not best, but top 3.
Let's go, man. Let's
Yep.
go, Terps.
You got them all.
That's huge.
Shout out Terps.
Way to go.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was
bro.
Raptors, Lakers, Bucks, Warriors, Nuggets, Celtics, and Thunder and Knicks. Yeah, I think that out of all these, what do you guys think is the most impressive run?
The Lakers.
Definitely that Raptors. Nah, definitely the Raptors. bro.
No, it's the
The way
Knicks.
Maybe the
Kawhi-
Raptors or the maybe the
I mean, the
Raptors or
Bucks-
the Knicks.
The most-
The-
okay, are you saying most impressive as far as like how dominant they were, or the path they took to get there?
Path they took
Uh,
to
Path
get
they
there.
took to get there.
I'd say dominance definitely the
I
Knicks.
guess
Oh, the Bucks. Well, actually, no, not the Bucks.
The Bucks
Uh,
in
Yeah,
the finals because they were
so-
down 2-0, but
I mean, probably the Raptors.
You'd be correct, Lucas.
So I'm
I'll probably
saying
say the Raptors just because, I mean, yeah, they had to get through the 76ers when they had they had Jimmy Butler. I know that Jake has something about
Jimmy
that.
Jake just
Butler.
turned to attention
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah, bro. It can't be the Bucks. It can't be the Bucks or the Lakers for that reason. Any team that played Jimmy Butler on the way there gets a freebie in my eyes. And the Knicks
Yeah.
obviously played De'Aaron Fox, so they can't be there either. So the Warriors are
Tell you,
eliminated.
it's gotta be the Raptors, bro. They get Kawhi. Kawhi wins the championship.
Yeah, I would say the
and
Raptors
dips.
because Kawhi hit one of the best shots in NBA history. They beat the Warriors in the finals
Raptors
when
for
they still
path
had KD on the roster. Granted, he did get hurt in that series, and Clay got hurt in Game 6. So,
Yeah, bro,
but I mean, at the end of the day, like I still think it's the most impressive run here.
Raptors for path to get there, Knicks for dominance. I really just did not want to admit that the Knicks were as good as they were because I didn't want to say until they got to the finals and only lost one to the Spurs. I said it's possible.
Yeah, I remember you
said
saying
when I
that the
was
Spurs were
firing
not
up.
going to lose another game.
That was during the Western Conference Finals. I was just trying to fire it up that the Spurs were going in, but I did change my course the next week. I said I think it's possible that the Knicks win it, but I said I think we're just going to get a long and an intense series on both sides. I said the ball would be good, so that at
I
least was
called the
accurate.
Knicks winning. Knicks winning.
He did.
I said,
yeah, we can't
I
discredit
said
him
in
for
6
that.
or 7, but it didn't take 6 or 7. But
No.
I just thought people were underestimating the Knicks.
They did it in 5. They did it in 5, and now they're chimping out in New York and killing people
5.
and setting buses on fire. But yeah, is that the rest of trivia?
Yeah, that was all I had for trivia.
All
Do we
right.
want to go ahead and get into some debate? I can't speak. Sorry. Do we want to go ahead and get into some debate topics?
Yeah, we are running a little long, so let's try to knock it out
cool.
pretty quick here, but we'll debate and wrap after that.
Cool. All right. So instead of like a minute and a half, I'm going to give everybody a minute here. But yeah, for anybody who maybe this is their first time watching us, the way this is going to work is that you're going to have a minute to go over a topic I give you. At around the 30-second mark, you're going to hear this bell. That's your sign that you need to wrap it up. And then the Taco Bell. And then once a minute hits, you got to shut up. So we'll keep this brief. Everybody's going to get a minute. Ashton, I'm going to go ahead and give you the first question. Who do you think is most to blame for the Spurs constant collapsing in the playoffs?
I mean, it's really difficult to say, like in the finals, because
2 names come to mind.
Yeah,
Really,
but it's a team game at the end of the day, and I don't know if it's just the Spurs were tired from playing a 7-game series against the Thunder before, and the Knicks were well rested, but it's just like how are you double digit? But obviously De'Aaron Fox, just couldn't get there. Also, Wemby in the clutch was awful in the finals. He missed 2 big free throws that I think either would have tied it or put them ahead. I can't quite remember. Also, just the coaching. Like, why isn't Dylan Harper in the game? I have it up on ESPN right now. De'Aaron Fox played 37 minutes, and Dylan Harper played 31. That's a whole half of a quarter where you could have had Dylan Harper in.
Yeah, 6
De'Aaron
minutes.
Fox.
That's crazy. It's your highest score.
It matters. The Knicks didn't by much.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a coaching issue because there's no reason you should be up by double digits in every game and lose 4 of them.
After De'Aaron Fox sold the game 4, and then you come out and say he will have the ball in his hands at the end of game 5, that's kind of crazy. He will be on the court and he will have the ball in his hands again. Like that's nuts, bro.
He shot.
While we're actually talking about this, I want to give Jake the next debate topic. Jake, you're going to love this one. Fate of the universe on the line. Martians have a death beam pointing at Earth. Who do you want to have the ball? Jimmy Butler or De'Aaron Fox?
Man, talk about 2 cheeks of the same ass. I mean, with De'Aaron Fox, I guess if he's taking the shot, you just know it's going to clank off the rim. With Jimmy Butler, like, he's taking the shot, that thing's going to hit off the side of the backboard. But, like, I don't know, dude. I think I'd rather just let the Martians fire away. Like, I think I'd rather put on a Spurs jersey. I'll throw my Wemby jersey on and go run through New York City butt booty naked before I trust any of these guys any of these guys to save my life, bro. Like I'll take matters into my own hands before I even, because like, bro, I tell everyone all the time, like when I die, like God forbid, like I hope I live long, but if I die, like I need Jimmy Butler to lower or to lower my casket so he can let me down one last time. You know, that's the mindset here. But De'Aaron Fox, I think, there he's up there now. He's public enemy number one.
Honestly, it was very stupid of me to expect you to actually answer that question.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I think that was the best possible answer we could have got.
That was the best possible answer. I mean,
Turbo has
personally,
to run a
I'm
little...
going Jimmy, but yeah, no, De'Aaron Fox, that dude is. You can take the player out of Sacramento. You can't take the Sacramento out of the player.
Yeah, really. De'Aaron Fox is just a brick. You go ahead and give Turbo his question next because he has to leave a little early today. And then we can finish off with me.
All right, Turbo. All right.
So-
The question I'm going to give you is: who is your way too early prediction to win the finals next year?
I mean, it's going to depend. I mean, it really depends on what offseason moves are going to be made. But I mean, obviously, you got to put OKC back in there. They're champions already. Lost in 7 to the Spurs. Spurs, obviously, they're young. They got some playoff experience now. I think they can make a better run. Maybe better coaching. Maybe better lineup. Maybe different players on that team as well. I think Boston's still going to be scary as long as they have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I think they're going to be pretty good as well. Obviously, got to count them. Got to keep the Knicks too, coming back from a championship. That team was awesome in the playoffs, just the hottest team in the NBA. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of those 4. Maybe like a sleeper pick that I would like would probably be like Jokic, or I mean Anthony Edwards in them, but I don't know how that's going to work out with this up.
Yeah, I mean, I do think. I mean, I would expect it to be either the Thunder or the Spurs off the top of my head. I could see. I mean, obviously, you got to put the Knicks in the conversation. They just won it, but I mean, I think I've said it in previous episodes. If you play the Timberwolves in the playoffs, you're gonna have to play your best basketball. I don't think they're gonna win the finals, but I do think they can give problems to a team that could potentially win the finals. So obviously, I think it's going to be I think it's either going to be the Thunder or the Spurs. But
LeBron
I mean,
James.
hopefully, the Spurs will. Yeah, LeBron James.
LeBron James homecoming victory lap. Cleveland gets one more, and LeBron
Your
rides
goat is
off into the
washed.
sunset. Don't you
It's not
ever
going
say?
to
Don't you
Cleveland,
ever
though.
say?
Hey,
my
man,
goat is
don't you
washed
ever
again.
say anything so
Don't-
blasphemous in your life, Ashton.
Don't you ever? Don't you? You know what?
Goat
Take
is
LeBron's
washed.
take LeBron's beautiful name out of your mouth right now.
All right,
I
Cam,
didn't
this
say
is
his
great
name.
energy. This is great energy. Keep it up because I'm going to give you your question.
All right.
Would you rather have to wear a Spurs jersey in New York right now
Okay.
or wear a Dallas jersey in Philly after the Cowboys win?
Oh boy! Give me my Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboys jersey in Philly after the Cowboys defeat the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. I'm walking through the streets teaguing my Prescott jersey. Dick, butt, booty, balls all out hanging low, and I'm walking slow, and I'm looking at everyone as I walk by, and I'm fucking flexing that name. I'm turning around, I'm pointing to Prescott on my back, and I'm showing them who their daddy is. Give me the Dallas Cowboys jersey in Philadelphia after a Dallas Cowboys W against the Eagles.
All right, yeah, fantastic energy there, Cam. Thank you very much for that.
Can't wait
That
till
was awesome.
I can't wait.
I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
Yeah, right. I can't
And
wait
then
till
I'll
our
probably break my fucking nose or something.
I can't wait till our
But,
editor, who's a fucking Eagles fan, has to put that together
yeah.
later.
Yeah, he's just gonna make us sound like the biggest idiots of all time.
He's just gonna
the way
delete all
the
of this
way I
footage.
see it, I mean, you're gonna get your ass beat either way. You might as well get your ass beat.
Nah,
so you
dude,
can win.
no. Y'all saw that one fight after Game 4 of the finals? That one Spurs fan, the big black dude that was surrounded, and he fucking fought his way through that whole crowd and came out unscathed? That's me. 1v500, 500 Philly fans surrounding me. I'm fucking taking that shit on. It's like the 100 men versus a gorilla question. I'm the fucking gorilla, and all the Philly fans are the 100 men. I'm winning this. Undisputed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm walking out of there. I'm getting in my car unscathed.
Hell yeah.
And I'll wear my white. I'll wear my white Prescott jersey too, so you could see all the blood marks from the Philly fans. None of mine, because I'm surviving that shit. Real.
Respect.
Real.
I mean, hey, that's the most fight the Cowboys put up in years.
Come on, man. Dak just had like two MVP caliber seasons over the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Finished second in
come
MVP
on,
voting
man.
twice. Only got one vote.
He has, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's face it. I mean, the Cowboys haven't made a conference championship since like I was born 2001. They haven't made one since 1995.
I wasn't even alive. That's crazy.
None of us were.
Yeah.
People in the chat probably weren't even alive.
There might be one.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
There might be one.
I don't know. I don't know how old some of these people are.
All right. Speaking of the chat, do we have any questions from them?
Any chat questions for Stadium Pulse before we wrap it up with garbage time? I'm going to give the chat 5 seconds. Just type a period if you want to say something now so that you can have extended time to type your question. All right, well, that's about that for Stadium Pulse. We didn't get anything from the chat. I think we kind of wrapped everything earlier there because everybody was riffing real heavy with us. Let's go ahead and jump this into garbage time so we can close out. So last week we talked about a few things. We told you we'd give you the update on the Sorsby situation, which we did. We told you we would update you on the finals, and it's over now. No more games to be played. No more basketball. I guess we'll have a little bit next week. We have the NBA draft coming up, so we'll cover that. I believe you said it's on Tuesday next week, so we'll have.
It's going to be next Tuesday. It'll be at 7.
It'll be on the day of our episode. So right around when we end. So we'll give y'all our little mock draft for what we like for, I think, just the lottery picks. I think that's all we're going to go over. And yeah, no tailing turbo this week, so there's no slip for y'all to lose money on. I think next week we might try to put something together, or we'll do another, fun little segment, try to get y'all more engaged. Got some ideas that we're spitballing, trying to see what sticks right now. So I guess just stay tuned, and we'll be back next Tuesday. Try to stay up to date with the social media so you can get the clips of parts that you missed and whatnot. Maybe even see yourself featured in there from the engagement that you made in the chat. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. We love it. We appreciate it every single week. Episode 10 today, 10 weeks. We've been going on 10 weeks strong. You guys have been here every step of the way, and we thank y'all so much for that. We wouldn't be here without y'all. I mean, shit, if there was nobody watching after the first 5 weeks, I would have given this up, and I've been trying to put this together since last November, December, and we've been working hard to get the best material out to you guys, and you guys have been doing a great job of coming up and paying attention and listening. So thank y'all again for your engagement in the chat, watching our videos, watching our clips. Y'all are the rock that holds us down. And yeah, I guess anyone else got anything they want to say real quick?
No, you pretty
Shout
much
out y'all.
So,
Yeah, shout out everybody who listens. We really do appreciate it and love every one of y'all.
Yeah, shout out the bricks. Shout out the bricks. Love you guys. But yeah, I don't know, man. We gotta find a name for the viewers.
It's live, bro. You either get blitzed or you get bricked, and we're on the bricked.
Yeah, I am bricked, that's for sure. Episode 10. It got me feeling great. But really great stuff. As we always say, don't forget, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, even follow. Don't forget also a like and subscribe. That's really important too.
And hit that bell notification.
That noto bell, yeah. Get us those notifications so you can never miss any updates. But yeah, and also follow and comment.
And share it with your friends.
Yeah, and like and subscribe as well.
And share it with your family.
Yeah, and
also
also
show it to your coworkers.
Yeah. Like, kind of just force it on anyone that you see.
Share it to your enemies.
Just enemies, even a stranger. Like, walk up to someone on the side of the road and just show them one of our videos. Be like, hey, look at this. This is fucking awesome. Blitz and bricks. This is fucking Blitz and bricks.
Don't show it to Jimmy Butler. Don't show it to Jimmy Butler.
Show it to Jimmy Butler. Yeah, show it to Jimmy Butler, and maybe it'll fucking make him change his life decisions or something. But yeah, thank you guys again. Like, comment, subscribe,
I think he's too far gone for that.
Blitz and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Blitz. Yeah,
Blitz and Jimmy.
Blitz and Jimmy. That's the new name, Blitz and Jimmy. But yeah, that's all we got for you today. We will be back next Tuesday at 6 p.m. to cover the NBA draft with a little pre-draft profile. So we'll see y'all then. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, Noto
Hit
bell,
that bell.
bang that notification bell, and we will see y'all next week. Later.